Good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Manuel Fuentes, and I am the representative of Pre Consulting Agency with an association with INE. So we are here to discuss the case Sports Marketing Company. So we want to start with the key findings made. At first, we want to talk about a little bit of the company status. Well, the first thing that comes to the light is that the company hasn't grown as expected. So what we want to achieve at first, we want to achieve growth within the market, and we want to face existing competition in the category with innovative strategies. So what we're hired for? Well, we are here to provide information about the performance of different sports brands, to provide innovative solutions, and to provide useful information related from other topics related to the growth of the company. So for the first issue that we were presented, for the first situation, was that INE recommended sports marketing company to do a Google Ads campaign. So the thing is to use Google Ads for 30 days to maximize the number of conversations with new customers or with customers in general. The requirements were that the client's budget is a maximum of 10,000 pesos. There is a fixed budget minimum for graphic ads of 1,500, and the maximum campaign days are 30. So for the solution, well, first of all, we have to identify the variables. The variables here are the conversation started per day and the daily cost from browsers and graphic ads. So for browsers, the conversation started per day were 20. So, and the daily cost was 150. For graphic ads, the conversation started per day was 19, and the daily cost was 130. With these variables and with the constraints presented before, we have that the best solution is to invest 18.4 days on browsers and to invest 11.5 days on graphic ads, which will give us a result of 588 conversations at the end of the campaign. Another thing worth to mention is that the customer budget use was less than half, so we will have more budget to use it if it is needed. For the second, it was called behavior of social network searches and sales. In this one, we analyze the sales and the growth of these three companies: Nike, Adidas, and Puma. So year-by-year analysis was made, which gave us the growth of the companies. But in 2020, there was a percentage of decrease on the growth of 24% due to the pandemic. So at last, and after using many forecast models, we pick linear trend model, which gave us the following results for forecasts made for the year 2022. Here we have the results. At last, the company can use a lot more of the information found in Passport, like analysis of megatrends in Mexico and the country report to observe other relevant characteristics. On the other hand, the company can use Google Trends for an advertising campaign, as shown in the previous situation. At last, we have the chatbot case. In this case, we have two chatbots provided by the company, and the question was which one of the chatbots will be the best options, and which will be the best options to fulfill the requirements given by the company. So the requirement given by the company is that the customer should take less than a minute to be served. Here we have the comparison between the two chatbots. The main difference is the service rate between them. The service rate and the service cost per hour. So the service rate for the first one is 30 and the service cost per hour is 17. And the service rate for the second one is 60 and the service cost per hour is 23. Unfortunately, neither of those can fulfill the requirement. The first one is the customers take an average time in the system of 3 minutes, and then the second one, the clients take an average time in the system of 1.2 minutes. Almost there, but it does not fulfill the requirement. So the solution that we present is that to invest a little more on the chatbot 60. If we raise the service rate to a 71, we will just fulfill the requirements, and the average time in the system will be just less than 1 minute. The thing of this is that we don't really know how much the service cost will rise, but if we manage to keep it this way, the total cost will be reduced just a little bit because the clients will be less time on the queue. At last, the company will always need to have an available employee because the chatbots cannot fulfill everything that a human can do. Thank you for your attention. I am here to hear your comments and to solve your questions.